Good morning, guys. Danette and
Chase.
And I wanted to take you along. We're gonna get our chores done this morning, and
Hold that.
we have a coffee too. Most important for the morning. Denise has already beat us out there this morning. During these hot summers, boy, you got to get up early, get going, because it is hot. Thank you, son. I'll hold it.
Excuse me. We had a question the other day on which that video ain't out yet, but on and it will be by the time this video is, but Billy's pimp cast from permaculture what was y'all's routine of chores? Like,
Yeah.
who done the chores around the house? Like, how did we
Divide
that
that up.
up? So we figured we would take you along this morning and show you what we do in the morning time.
And we've shared some of that. And throughout the year, the roles change a little bit. But for the most part, right now, this season that we're in, you know, Jace is in a job where he can come in the morning times and help. He usually is the one that does all the feeding in the morning times. Oops, let me get a hold of my coffee. We're up this morning together. This is actually the first day I've been able to help you
Yeah,
in a while.
it's just cool.
It is.
It's cooler in the mornings. And I will encourage people. I don't know, this golf cart's probably loud.
Oh, man.
Let me get over here.
Grass cut back here.
But I will encourage you, if you're going to feed your animals, like if you're only going to feed them once a day, or like we do check on our animals in the afternoons, like, and make sure that they're all right. We usually give the pig stuff, which is about what we're about to feed right now, but do it in the morning times because it's just so much easier. You never know what's going to happen during the day.
Something's always.
Something always comes up during the day.
Yeah.
Usually the morning times, if you think about it, is your best time to do anything. So we're about to feed these hungry pigs.
Hungry hogs.
Hungry hogs.
Yep.
So this morning, we got a bunch of slop, a bunch of scraps from over the past day or so. So we're gonna feed this to the hogs, and that kind of helps with the feed bill too. Like we said, not wasting any food. And I know some of y'all will say, man, get them a feed trough or something. Like they're eating off the ground. If you look down there, we got them a feed trough, but when we pour it in there, they step in it, they take their nose, they flip it over on the dirt. We could build them a one that we could lock down, but a hog is nasty, and they're gonna get dirt in there, and it's gonna build up, and it's just nasty. So they eat it off the ground. They already get in here and root and eat soil anyway. But I'm gonna run real quick, and I'm not gonna give them as much feed today because we gave them a bunch of scraps, but I'm gonna go get just a little bit of scoops of feed just so they still have their daily rations, but not as much, and I'll split it between the two. I gave the boar some, and excuse our grass. We've cut this, we've weed-eated this.
It's been raining
But
so.
it's rained so much that it grows up here so bad, and it's so hot during the day. but we'll get this cut. But come on, let's go get some feed for these.
Look at that right there.
So we mix our feed 50-50, so we have a good hog feed that has all the minerals and stuff that they need in, and then we mix it with corn. So we mix that a 50-50 ratio. So and we feed them that.
Look at that mama. She is expected to drop at the end of...
I don't know if she's that close, to be honest. She doesn't look that close.
She looks probably September. She's probably got...
I think it's September.
Yeah.
Dad was saying the other day he thought it was 1st of August.
I have it on my calendar, the date. I could tell you.
So we've got them fed. I always check their water.
Hear that kill, dude?
And it's full.
See,
y'all can see it's full.
Yeah, and you can look at their pen and tell how much rain we've had. It's just...
So now that we've got them fed, because we always feed them first because they're the noisiest and they're the hungriest. So now we usually go to the rabbits and start feeding the rabbits. And usually we split up and do it. Usually Mom is doing more than one thing, but for video's sake, we're going to show y'all today just the whole process of what we do.
Mom needs to get out here and do some cleaning.
Okay, so here we are out here at the rabbit barn, and we're about to start feeding them. So what I do is I just come and I check their feed, and I'll take my hand on these little rabbit feeders and I'll just push feed down. And if I think they need anything, I'll put more in there. I'll fill it up.
I also check the rafters.
Yes, we've had snakes up here, so we check the rafters. Here's the hog feed and stuff that I was talking about, and we keep it good and dry, out of the elements under the barn here.
And the reason we put them in garbage cans is because when you leave them in the bags, mice.
The mice
eat them. Eat holes in them, and then
anybody on a homestead or that raises animals knows about that. So
yeah,
we always make sure that we try to make sure, because mice can transmit disease. Some people say, well, why don't you get a cat and take care of? Well, we can't get a cat.
See that out there? There's 3 reasons right there we can't.
The dogs do not like cats. And I mean, I'm sure they could possibly learn, but we've just had bad experience with cats.
Plus, the cats eat our other ones, our babies. They'll come out here and eat the legs off them, off our chickens, and
not to be too gruesome, but yeah, they cause more of a problem than a solution for us.
Right.
We've tried before, and we've just never had a good cat. They just always kill our animals, so we've had to get rid of them. It's not worth it. I filled their feed up. Now it's time to fill their waters up.
Now, and I don't know if we've told you about, we have recently done a total revamp on our breed of rabbits. Look at those babies right there. We went to the Silver Fox for a while. The issues that we had. Which way you going? This is the far right here. Okay. The reason we lay them out in the way that we grabbed them is to prevent from spreading disease to them.
If one of them's sick, we closely watch. If one of them's sick, we don't want to pass that disease on to another one. So I lay them out in order where I know what pen I got them off of, and then I come along and fill them up. And we give them fresh water every day. And they'll drink these bottles pretty good. They'll go all day without drinking it, and then at nighttime they'll drink a lot of it. They're more nocturnal.
Yep. There's sister. Say good morning.
Morning.
She beat us out here.
What are you doing?
Mucking out here in stall.
Okay. You fed your goats?
I gave them feed. I haven't given them hay and water yet. I threw chicken feed out for the chicken and the ducks. They were falling in.
It takes time. Like I showed y'all before, I checked the hogs' water and it's full. I mean, a lot of people will be like, make sure they have fresh water. I'm telling you, that boar, we make sure our animals have everything they need. Shade, fresh water, plenty of food. Like I said, we come out in the afternoons. We'll cut them some grass with the push mower. We've showed y'all that before. And give them grass. But that boar would rather drink that muddy water in his pen than drink the clean water. I don't know what it is about them.
They're animals.
But
We were talking about the breed of rabbit that we changed to.
yes, so we were having some breeding problems with the silver foxes. And when they did have babies, we had mamas just completely just abandon them. And we've raised rabbits for a long time, and we don't know everything, but we have been successful in raising rabbits. So we really just didn't like that breed for some reason. It just didn't work out for us. It was hard for them to get pregnant. We would breed them and think they were bred, and so we went back to the New Zealand whites, and we got a couple that I think are chinchilla crosses. So, but we went back just to the standard meat rabbit.
Right.
On these water bottles, you see me just squeeze it, and I'll show you again. Oh. Drop that. But what I do usually is there's a ball in there, and I usually squeeze it to get the water right there. So when they lick the ball, that the water comes out, and you can see the water coming out right there. I just make sure that everything's working properly. All right, that takes care of them. All new fresh water, all fresh feed. So now let's get the chickens some feed. Well, as with anything, you know, there's always different stuff you can do on the farm. So I ended up lightly disking over the garden and planting another summer cover crop of sunflowers. So we did the rabbits that morning, and then I got out there in the garden and done that. And Denise is feeding her goats right now.
Look right here. And a lot of people ask, how do we do it? How do we do it? And we hope by now we've been able to share the podcast that we did with Billy Bond at Purple Pastures, where he interviewed us on that very question that he has asked 100 times.
So we give the goats grain, and the mamas that have babies a little bit of alfalfa, and then Denise just filled their hay feeder up.
This is the best thing for a quick hay feeder. These garden troughs with bungee cords, they work great.
Yep. Hey Coco, how are you, baby girl? Hey Mama.
Hey Jason, I didn't get water in her bucket, so if you don't mind, when you come out, just toss some in their bucket. I'm gonna go drain my milk and feed the boys. Huh? I got it. I won't feed them.
You have water for them?
I thought we had 3 waters.
There's another one over there. I put it over there for them. I got the swimming pools filled up. But look, the ducks are going over there to the chicken water.
See them. Jim Bob. He was like, get away from my water. Now these chickens will all be dispatched, and the hens will probably be moved up to the other pen, because we can't leave those ducks in here with the hens. They will kill our hens if they try to breed them.
So I usually just sit here for a minute and just let it overflow. Little bucket of water right here. Kind of cool off what water was left in there from yesterday. Kind of recycle it. Make sure it's full. But like I said, we feed the female goats a dairy goat feed with alfalfa mixed in it. And then we feed the male goats a buck conditioner feed. And they don't get alfalfa in theirs. So they each have specific feeds.
Look there. I want you to look right there. Look what she's doing. Or he.
Yep. So my point, I don't know who put these out here. There's a chicken feed barrel's right there. So I don't know why we didn't fill it up. But look, the mice have already busted the bags, and now the chicken's eating the feed. So if you leave it out, you're gonna have waste. I usually try when we go get feed, because the girls just went and got feed the other day. Try.
The open bag fit in it.
That's corn, actually.
The open bag is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's cool. I'll set what's left over right here on top. There's not much left in that bag, and we'll feed that tomorrow. And now I'll take the feed.
This is exactly what we were just talking about right there. Mice have chewed a hole in the corn bag, and it is a waste. Look at all my chickens up there. Those, I wonder if those are all hens sitting up there. I can't tell. Look at there. Hello, girl. Isn't that cute? I wonder if I could snap a photo.
So we got our scratch. Pour it in its barrel. And then we got some cracked corn, and we'll pour it in its barrel. So this time of year, we usually don't feed the cows anything. We took the ones that we were feeding out for folks to the butcher, so we're not feeding our cows anymore in the summer. They got plenty of grass. And we just keep them fresh water in the back in their trough, and it's on an automatic water system. So like once they drink it, it's called a float valve, and it'll fill back up to a certain level. So we just usually make sure that's full and They weren't even at the back of the barn mooing. You didn't hear them, but we do look at them. They're actually all the way back there behind Nanny's this morning, so they're way back there eating grass. As we showed you earlier around the hog pen, and right here just around the yard, there's no shortage of grass. It's growing quickly right now, and they are enjoying the fresh cut grass, or the fresh growth of grass. But starting about October, we'll start feeding them hay and feed, because about August is your grass loses its nutritional value, so you need to start picking up. And down here in the south, they'll still grow, but it's not as nutritional for them. So about end of September, 1st of October, we usually start feeding them hay and feed, so that we carry them through the winter healthy. But that's just our morning routine chores that we do every morning. And like I said, it's just better to get on a routine and to get going. Colonel, go on. Go, go, go. All you're gonna hear is him breathing. But we just get out here in the mornings, like I said, before it gets too hot. Denise took care of the boy goats there across the pond there. Like I told y'all what she fed them. So she took care of them, and we are wrapping it up. Everything's taken care of, fresh water, food.
Now on to other chores.
And yep, now on to other chores and other things. I gotta go to work. So, but we thank y'all for watching. Please like and subscribe the video. We just out here showing y'all our daily routine, and we're grateful that y'all are coming along with us. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. Remember, a simple life is a much more enjoyable life. Get out there, take care of your animals, enjoy a nice morning with family, enjoy a nice morning looking after your animals. We truly enjoy getting out here every morning and coming and talking to them and feeding them and seeing how they're doing. So we appreciate y'all watching. See y'all next time.